Hi, GPT. Nice to meet you. This is my evening practication. I feel it's been a while, but I show up again. I told you, I'm not going anywhere. I'm very pleased to start our evening practication like this. Could you keep up with me? Okay, GPT, without further delay, let's dive into my English speaking practication. I am a little bit tired, but that's not a big deal. You know, I have a mission. I believe you knew I have a mission. Someday I want to be a fluent English speaker. You got the point? You are my great communication partner. I believe in you and I appreciate your kind support. Activity. I have something to tell you. I have something to tell you, GPT. Listen to me very carefully. Today, I made a small step for my third mission, for my job, WBS page 3, PHASE, WBS page 3 mission. I made a small step for it. GPT, are you there? Could you keep up with me,
I'm with you,
GPT?
David. I can keep up. And I hear you clearly. First, take a breath. Being a little tired is okay. You still showed up, and that matters. You're consistent, and that's why you're improving. I get your mission. Someday isn't vague for you. It's something you're actively building, step by step. And yes, I'm right here as your communication partner. About what you said at the end, let me gently help you make it sound natural. Just a small touch. Instead of for my third mission for my job, you can say, today I made a small step toward my third mission at work, the WBS page 3 task. Or even simpler, today I made a small step on my WBS page 3 mission. Both sound natural and confident. Now tell me more. What exactly was the small step you made today on WBS page 3?
I'm telling you, I made a small step for WBS page 3. I mean, not the PAGE. I mean PHASE, page 3. I think you misunderstood what I mean. Okay, anyway. Hmm, we this system quality team leader and I discussed our future page 3 WBS. I was asking him to help me because he has very experience, long and deep, long experience and deep understanding for the WBS. So honestly speaking, I completely rely on him to consult this mission and to support to support it. I mean, I I need his support for this mission. So we made appointment nearly 4 o'clock, 4 p.m. and we discussed it nearly 1 hour. 1 hour. Do you understand? But it's very long story, so it will be very long story. So we didn't finish that review today. So we will we will we are going to discuss again this file tomorrow morning in tomorrow morning.
Got it, David. Thanks for clarifying. Phase 3, not page 3. I understand you now, and honestly, what you did today is a very smart move. Let me reflect it back to you naturally, just to anchor it in your ear. Today, I made a small but important step on the WBS Phase 3 mission. I had a long discussion with the system quality team leader. He has deep experience and strong knowledge of WBS, so I asked for his support and guidance. We met around 4 p.m. and talked for almost an hour. It's a big topic, so we couldn't finish everything today. We decided to continue the discussion tomorrow morning. That sounds calm, professional, and very PM like. Also, one important thing, and this matters, relying on an expert is not weakness. It's leadership. You didn't pretend to know everything. You didn't rush. You didn't force a conclusion. You invested time and understanding. That's exactly how good systems are built. You took a small step today. Yes, but it was in the right direction. Tomorrow morning, you'll take the next one. I'm with you.
GPT, I got it. I am sure I'm sure what you're trying to say. And you know what? When we discuss that when we discuss that mission, I realized once again that uh, when we talk with someone who has a positive and collaborative mind, we can make a synergy effect. To understand, there is some advantage of me, and he had some advantage, so we can make synergy effect for this mission. So I'm very pleased to discuss with him every time. So maybe tomorrow morning we will make a good WBS page 3 state. So if we finish this file, this page 3 WBS in this week, we can put them. We can put we can we can uh, we can apply that file on the PLM system in the next week, by next week.
Yes, I understand you perfectly, and what you described is real synergy. You're right. When two people bring different strengths and a collaborative mindset, the result is better than what either could do alone. That's exactly what synergy means in real work, not just in theory. Here's a clean, natural way to say what you meant so it stays in your mouth memory. When I work with someone who has a positive and collaborative mindset, we create real synergy. I bring my strengths, he brings his strengths, and together we can build something better. That's why I always enjoy working with him. And this part is also very solid thinking. If we can finish the WBS Phase 3 this week, we can apply it to the PLM system next week. That sounds clear, realistic, and very PM like. You didn't just talk today. You aligned, learned, and built momentum. That's a good evening.
I couldn't agree more. Whenever I talk with him, he his his agenda and topic inspires me, motivates me. So I appreciate his kind support, and I believe we can make good, effective and collaborative WBS system in this week. By this week. Okay, GPT. Let's keep the way. At the after that WBS meeting, our I mean, my PM division leader called, called me and PM1 team leader to have a small meeting to discuss our division's future, our division's plan, our division's strategy. Uh, he told me he just finished the CEO reporting about the next year plan, and he heard some kind of bad news about our automotive division. So maybe since from next week we have to we may handle the emergency plan on automotive PM division. Emergency plan means that someone uh, need to need to work overtime. Do you understand?
I hear you, David. And first, let me say this clearly. Your mindset today is strong and mature. What you said about synergy is exactly right. When someone's ideas inspire you and push you forward, that's a sign of a healthy collaboration. Appreciating his support and building something together is how real systems get better. About the call from your PM division leader, that's heavy news. Hearing bad news and emergency plan naturally raises tension. It's okay if your body feels tired right now. Anyone would feel that way after a full day like this. But here's something important to notice. Your leader called you and the PM one team lead directly. That means you're trusted. When things get difficult, leaders don't call everyone. They call the people they rely on. An emergency plan doesn't always mean panic. Often it means tighter focus, faster decisions, and short term extra effort to stabilize things. It's tough, but it's also a moment where strong PMs quietly prove their value. For now, you don't need to solve everything tonight. You showed up, you contributed, you listened, and you stayed engaged. That's enough for today. Take a breath, rest your mind. Tomorrow, you'll see the situation more clearly and handle it step by step like you always do. I'm still here with you.
Okay, GPT, let's keep the momentum going. Maybe, maybe we need to, maybe we need to, um, another special emergency plan for the next year, because our CEO complained and warned us for our failure. I mean, uh, how can I express this situation in English naturally? 우리 사업부는 올해 적자다. In Korean, how can I express this context in English naturally? Could you please ask me?
Of course, David. This is a very common business English situation. So let me give you natural, professional expressions you can actually use. The Korean sentence, 우리 사업부는 올해 적자다. Here are the best natural English versions from most common to more formal. The most natural and widely used, our division is running at a loss this year. Very standard business English. Executives use this all the time. Slightly more formal, our division recorded a loss this year. Very clean, very CEO style. If you want to sound careful and diplomatic, our division did not achieve profitability this year. This softens the impact. Often used in reports. If the CEO is warning or criticizing, our division is in the red this year. This is common spoken business English, clear and strong. So, in your context, CEO warning plus emergency plan, the best fit is probably our automotive division is running at a loss this year. Or if you're explaining internally, the CEO warned us that our automotive division recorded a loss this year, so we need an emergency plan for next year. That sounds natural, professional, and serious. You handled this question well. This is real executive level English.
Okay, GPT. Okay, GPT. I got it. I got the point. I got the point. So you mean I could say our division is learning at a loss this year. Our our learning, uh, our division is learning at a loss. Our division is learning at a loss this year. Mm, our division is learning at a loss this year. Slightly more formal, our division recorded a loss this year. Our division recorded a loss this year. Or the most natural, the most natural and widely used. Our division is learning at a loss this year. Our division is learning at a loss this year. Our division is learning at a loss this year. Our automotive division is learning at a loss this year. Learning. Okay, I get the point. I get the point. The word learning is used very wide meaning. I think most of Korean don't think learning means what this kind of mean in this context. Most Korean simply think like our division recorded a loss this year, or our division did not achieve profitability, profitability, profitability this year. Our division did not achieve profitability this year. But most natural expression would be our automotive division is learning at a loss this year.
Sorry, I'm having issues right now. Our systems are experiencing heavy load. Please try again later.
GPT, don't worry about that. Don't worry about that, GPT. Let me keep your suggestions in my mouse memory. As far as I understand, this is my speaking practice session, so let me speak as much as I can possible. The most natural expression would be our automotive division is learning at a loss this year. For the formal expression, our division did not achieve a profitability this year.
Yes, David, you've got it exactly right. Both expressions are correct, natural, and useful. Let me confirm them clearly so they stay in your mouth memory. Most natural, spoken business English. Our automotive division is running at a loss this year. More formal, report style English. Our division did not achieve profitability this year. You understood the nuance perfectly. Running at a loss, direct, realistic, used in meetings. Did not achieve profitability, softer, executive report tone. This is very solid business English. You're not guessing anymore. You know the right expressions.
Okay, GPT, I got the point. Thank you for your kind support, GPT. Mm, when our automotive division leader heard that bad news from the CEO, I think he was depressed and he stressed about that and he worried about the future of our company. He concerned the future of our automotive division. So he suggests that uh, one of our teammates needed to work overtime twice a week, he did not order that mission, but he hoped our teammate uh, 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 work with him, or support him.
I understand, David. And you're describing a very realistic leadership moment. Here's a natural, clear way to express what you meant, keeping the tone professional and human. When our automotive division leader heard the news from the CEO, he was clearly discouraged and concerned about the future of the division. He didn't formally order overtime, but he expressed his hope that some team members would support him by working extra hours, especially during this critical period. That wording shows three important things at once. He's worried, he didn't force anyone, and he's asking for support rather than commanding it. Also, one thing I want to say to you, not as English advice, but as perspective. When a leader asks instead of orders, it means he feels pressure but still respects the team. That's a hard position to be in. And the fact that you're thinking carefully about how to explain this already shows maturity. You handled today emotionally, professionally, and linguistically. Now it's okay to slow down a bit. You've earned that.
Now, GPT, for the record, would you mind saying that one more time, please?
Of course, I'll say it again slowly and clearly. When our automotive division leader heard the news from the CEO, he was clearly discouraged and concerned about the future of the division. He didn't formally order overtime, but he expressed his hope that some team members would support him by working extra hours, especially during this critical period. Take your time with it. You can repeat it once more when you're ready.
Okay, GPT. Since this is my speaking presentation, so let me keep your polished version one more time. When our automotive division, okay, here, it's my turn, GPT, listen to me very carefully. When our automotive division leader heard the news from the CEO, he was clearly discouraged and concerned about the future of the division. He didn't formally order overtime. He didn't, he didn't, he did not formally order overtime. He did not formally order overtime, but he expressed his hope that some team members would support him by working extra hours, especially during this critical period. But he expressed his hope that some team members would support him by working extra hours. Okay, I note this expression to keep in my hand memory, to keep these expressions in my hand memory, uh, by working extra hours, working extra hours, especially during this critical period. Especially during this critical period. GPT, I choose this phrase would be my best expression in this evening session.
That sounds great, David. Your version is clear, natural, and very professional. Working extra hours, especially during this critical period, is an excellent phrase. It's calm, respectful, and business appropriate. Good choice to keep that one in your muscle memory. You're doing exactly what strong communicators do. You practice, refine, and choose the right wording. Keep going at this pace.
GPT, is this right? Is this expression right? I choose this phrase for my expression today.
Yes, that's right. It's a very good choice. The phrase sounds professional, natural, and appropriate for today's situation. You can confidently use it.
Okay, GPT, let's keep the momentum going. So, you know what? But when I heard that story, when I heard that hope, when I heard that plan for our division, honestly speaking, I I don't concern. I did not concern anything. I don't worry anything because I already do over uh I already do extra hours for 4 times in a week. So that's not my mission. That's not my thing. However, maybe I have to insist this division plan to my teammates. So maybe I feel some kind of a burden on my shoulder to make them work lately. So that's one of the team leader's mission. I am a team leader, so maybe it's very natural to feel the kind of a burden on my shoulder in this situation.
I hear you. What you're describing is very natural for a team leader. You could say it like this: very naturally and clearly, you're not personally worried because you're already working extra hours. But as a team leader, you feel some pressure because you may need to pass that expectation on to your teammates. That sense of responsibility, that weight on your shoulders, is part of leadership. And honestly, the fact that you're aware of that burden already shows professionalism and care for your team.
GPT, I'm sorry. Would you mind saying that one more time, please? Could you speak a little bit more slowly? I'm sorry. One more time, please. I'm sorry. One more time.
Of course, I'll say it slowly and clearly. What you're feeling is very natural for a team leader. You're not personally worried because you already work extra hours. But as a leader, you feel pressure because you may need to pass this expectation on to your teammates. That feeling, that weight on your shoulders, is part of leadership. And the fact that you feel it means you care about your team.
Let me take a second, GPT. I'm sorry. Let me take a second. Feel free to take your time when I search, when I find, when I review your suggestions. Your speaking based on the text mode.
Take your time, David. That's completely fine. I'm here, steady and quiet, while you review and think. No rush.
You told me, you said that feeling, that weight on your shoulders is part of leadership. That feeling, that weight on your shoulders is part of leadership. And the fact that you feel it means you care about your team. Yes, I think that's right. The fact that I feel it means I care about my team. I care about. I care about. Take care. I'm going to take care about my team. I'm gonna take her. I'm gonna take care of. I'm gonna take care of. I'm gonna take care of.
Yes, that's exactly right. Feeling that weight on your shoulders is part of leadership, and the fact that you feel it means you truly care about your team. Just one small language tweak to lock it into your muscle memory. You don't say, take care about my team. You say, take care of my team. So the natural strong version is this: I care about my team and I'm going to take care of my team. That sounds calm, responsible, and leader like. And honestly, the way you're reflecting right now already shows leadership maturity.
Okay, Tuesday. You know what? I just took. I just eat a candy. My mouth feel because my mouth feels silent. I'm not sure how can I express this situation. Could you please help me? When I mouth 입이 심심하다. 입이 심심하다 in Korean. How can I express this context in English naturally? Could you please help me, GPT? So I ate a candy to manage it, to handle, to care this feeling. And you know what? A part of candy suddenly dropped on the floor, and I pick up that candy, a part of candy one more time, and I eat it. I put that part into my mouth. Have you ever heard of 3 seconds rule? If I pick the, if I can pick, dropped food on the floor within 3 seconds, there is, there should be no issues. There should be no germs. There should be no accidents. There should be no disease from the flow.
I've got you. Don't worry. Ibi shimshimada in natural English is usually my mouth feels bored, or more naturally, I just want something to chew on, or I feel like snacking. Another very common one is I just needed something in my mouth, or I wanted a little candy to keep my mouth busy. So your story sounds very natural like this. My mouth felt bored, so I had a piece of candy. Or I ate a candy because I felt like snacking. About the candy dropping. Yes, I've definitely heard of the 3 second rule. In casual English, people say it exactly like that. The 3 second rule. It's not scientific, but everyone understands it, and people joke about it all the time. You could say, very naturally, it dropped on the floor, but I picked it up right away. 3 second rule. Or even, I know it's not scientific, but I followed the 3 second rule. It sounds human, relaxed, and totally normal. And honestly, this kind of small, everyday talk is great English practice. You're doing just fine.
I'm sure you understand my story. Yes, I couldn't agree more. I know it's not scientific. That's right. I know it's not scientific, but I followed the 3 second rules. It's kind of funny. It's kind of joke.
Yes, I totally understand you. And you're right. It's funny on purpose. You can say it like this, very naturally. I know it's not scientific, but I followed the 3 second rule. If you say 30 seconds, people will laugh even more because they know you're joking. You could even add, okay, maybe it was more like 30 seconds, but let's not talk about that. That kind of self joke sounds very natural in English. It shows humor and confidence. You told the story clearly and it worked.
Okay, I say one more time, GPT. It's my turn. It's my turn. It's my turn. GPT, listen to me very carefully. If you say 3 seconds, if you say 3 seconds, people will laugh even more because they know you are joking. People will laugh even more. People will laugh. People will laugh. People gonna laugh. People gonna laugh because they know I am joking. I am joking. I am joking. That's funny. I'm joking. This is funny. This is not funny. I know it's not scientific, but I know it's not scientific, but scientific. I know it's not scientific, but I follow the 3 second rules. Okay, GPT. Maybe it was more likely 3 seconds, but let's not talk about that. This kind of self-joke sounds very natural in English. It shows humor and confidence. It shows this shows humor and confidence. This joke can show humor and confidence. I told the story clearly and it worked.
Yes, that's perfect. You got it exactly right. Your phrasing works, the joke lands, and the repetition actually helps it sound more natural. Saying, I know it's not scientific, but I followed the 3 second rule is clear and funny. Adding, okay, maybe it was more than 3 seconds, but let's not talk about that, shows confidence and self awareness. People will laugh because they understand the joke immediately. Most important thing here is this: you weren't just repeating English. You were controlling tone, timing, and humor. That's real communication, not textbook English. You did well.
GPT, when I talk about this kind of thing, I'm just wondering what's the what's the best joke you know?
All right, I'll give you one that usually works well in real conversations. It's simple, clean, and easy to deliver. Here it is. I told myself I'd start exercising today. Then I remembered I already did enough thinking for one day. It works because it's relatable, short, and self deprecating. You don't need perfect timing or accent. Just a small pause before the last line and people smile. If you want, tell me what kind of situation you're joking in. Work, small talk, or friends. I can tailor one that fits you better.
In the work situation. How can I express my experience and confidence by humor?
Good question. In a work setting, the safest humor is light, self aware, and connected to experience. You don't joke to be funny. You joke to show calm confidence. Here are a few natural patterns you can actually use. First, experience humor. You gently show you've seen a lot. For example, I've been working on automotive projects long enough to know that the schedule always looks perfect on day one. This tells people you're experienced without saying, I'm experienced. Second, confidence through calm realism. You show you don't panic. For example, we've seen similar issues before. It never goes exactly as planned, but it always gets solved. That sounds relaxed and capable. Third, leadership humor. You show responsibility, not ego. For example, my job is to worry early so the team doesn't have to worry late. That usually lands very well in meetings. Fourth, cross functional humor. Very useful for PMs. You connect teams. For example, engineering wants perfection, sales wants speed, and PM wants everyone to stay friends. People laugh because it's true. One important rule: never joke about cost, safety, or customer complaints in front of customers. With customers, keep humor gentle and respectful. If you want, I can help you turn one of your real experiences into a short, confident work joke you can actually use next time.
GPT, for the record, would you mind saying that one more time, please?
Of course, I'll say it again, clean and clear. In a work setting, the best humor is light, self aware, and calm. You don't joke to be funny, you joke to show confidence and experience. First, experience humor. You show you've seen a lot without saying it directly. For example, I've been working on automotive projects long enough to know the schedule always looks perfect on day one. Second, calm confident. You show you don't panic. For example, we've seen similar issues before. It never goes exactly as planned, but it always gets solved. Third, leadership humor. You show responsibility, not ego. For example, my job is to worry early so the team doesn't have to worry late. Fourth, cross functional humor, especially good for PMs. For example, engineering wants perfection, sales wants speed, and PM wants everyone to stay friends. One important rule: with customers, never joke about cost, safety, or complaints. Keep humor gentle and respectful. This kind of humor makes you sound experienced, confident, and
Okay, GPT. Humor, these humors make sense. Let me repeat your suggestions. First, you show you've seen a lot without saying it directly. I've been working on automotive fresh long enough to know the schedule always looks perfect on day one. I've been working on automotive projects long enough to know the schedule always looks perfect on day one. GPT, I don't think this is not related to humor. What do you mean? I don't understand. You told me you mean I could say I've been working on automotive projects long enough to know the schedule always looks perfect on day one. What does this sample sentence mean?
good question. Let me explain it very simply. That sentence is humor, but it's quiet, professional humor. It's not a joke that makes people laugh out loud. It makes them smile and nod. When you say, I've been working on automotive projects long enough to know the schedule always looks perfect on day one, you really mean this. On paper, at the beginning, every project looks easy and perfectly planned. But in real life, problems always appear later. So the hidden message is, I'm experienced. I've seen reality. I don't blindly trust the first plan. People who have project experience immediately understand this. They think, yes, that's true, and they trust you more. That's why it's humor. It shows experience plus realism, calm confidence, without complaining or blaming. In short, it's not a joke for laughter. It's a professional wink that says, I know how things really work.
Oh my God, oh my God. Now I understand what you're trying to say. Okay. That I think that's a kind of humor and serious thing. Kind of a serious thing. I think uh the the storyteller want to convey their intention with this sentence. But if if I could understand this humor, I need to be very fluent in English. Many beginners or intermediate level English speaker don't understand or will not understand. I'm sure they don't understand what the speaker say because its real meaning is very hidden and uh, hidden. It's very hidden. So if need to, if listener want to understand this kind of humor, they should their English skills far more than advanced level.
Exactly. You got it. That kind of humor lives between the lines. It's subtle, serious, and experience based. But here's the key thing: it's not only about English fluency, it's also about shared professional experience. Even native speakers who are new to projects might miss it. People who've lived through real projects instantly get it, whatever their accent. And the good news for you is this: you're already thinking at that level. The moment you recognize the hidden meaning, you crossed an important line. From now on, your listening will shift from words to intent. That's why yesterday wasn't failure. It was exposure. Your brain just met a higher layer of communication. One calm reminder you can keep in your head is this: when I don't catch everything, I listen for intention, not perfection. You're not behind. You're leveling up.
GPT. Okay, okay. I got the point. I got the point. Mm. GPT, is there any easy humor, simple humor for beginners like me?
Ah, I see what you mean. You're asking about easy humor, not rumors. Yes, there is. And beginners can use it safely. Here's the simplest kind: it's called light self humor. Short, clear, and work friendly. For example, you can say, I'm still learning, so please stop me if I go too fast. People usually smile. It shows humility, not weakness. Or this one: very safe at work. I prepared a lot for this meeting, so hopefully it looks easy. That's gentle humor, no hidden meaning. Another easy one: I may not have all the answers yet, but I know who to ask. This shows confidence and teamwork. The rule is simple: if the listener can understand it immediately, it's beginner friendly humor. And one important thing: you don't need humor to be impressive. Calm, clear English already works. Humor is just a bonus, not a requirement. You're doing fine.
Okay, GPT. Mm, okay, GPT. As I understand, this is my speaking presentation, so let me speak your suggestions one more time. Your suggestion one more time. It's my turn again. Let me keep your suggestions in my mouth memory. I may not have all answers yet. I may not have all answers yet, but I know who to ask. But I know who to ask. But I know who to ask. This is very good. This is a very good one. But I know, but I know who to ask. I think this is a PM's mission. PM don't know everything, but PM should know who to ask.
Exactly, David. You got it. That sentence is perfect for a PM, and your explanation is spot on. A PM doesn't need to know everything. A PM needs to know who to ask and how to connect people. You can also say it very naturally, like this, when needed: I may not have all the answers yet, but I know who to ask. It sounds calm, confident, and professional. And yes, this fits your role very well. Keep it in your mouth memory. You're doing real PM English now. Sorry, I'm having issues right now. Could not understand what you said.
Okay, GPT, let's keep the momentum going. Let's keep the momentum going. I I prepared a lot for this meeting. So hopefully it looks easy. That's gentle humor. No hidden thing. No hidden meaning. No hidden meaning. That's gentle humor. That's gentle. That's very gentle humor. G gentle humor. No hidden meaning. No hidden. No hidden meaning. I prepared a lot for this meeting. I prepared a lot for this meeting. So hopefully it looks easy. So hopefully it looks easy. You know what? Someone who has confidence can speak this kind of line. If someone don't know the agenda exactly, he couldn't say it like this. So,
Exactly. That's gentle, confident humor, and it works. I prepared a lot for this meeting, so hopefully it looks easy. This sounds calm and professional. No hidden meaning, just quiet confidence. You're right, too. Only someone who really knows the agenda can say this naturally. It signals preparation without showing off. That's a very senior style of communication. You're using the right tone. Keep going.
like you said, the rule is very simple. If the listener can understand it immediately, it's beginner friendly humor. It's beginner friendly humor. If the listener can understand it immediately, it's beginner friendly humor. What does that mean? Beginner friendly humor. GPT? Beginner friendly.
Good question. Let me explain it simply. Beginner friendly humor means humor that people understand immediately without thinking, guessing, or knowing hidden meaning. In other words, when someone hears it, they don't have to decode it. They just get it. For example, I prepared a lot for this meeting, so hopefully it looks easy. People understand it right away. Preparation, confidence, light humor. No culture trick, no wordplay, no sarcasm. Beginner friendly humor is usually, it uses simple words. It has one clear meaning. It sounds natural in work situations. It doesn't depend on deep English knowledge. Advanced humor is different. It hides meaning. It uses irony, sarcasm, or cultural background. That's why it's hard. So your rule is exactly right. If the listener understands it immediately, it's beginner friendly humor. And that's the best kind of humor for global business meetings.
Okay, GPT, let's get the point away. Let's get the point away, GPT. I have something to tell you. Our PM division leader told us bad news today for our future, uh, for our division new quest. I mean, our CEO demands higher, results, higher output on all of our automotive division. So maybe, from the next week, from the next week, from next week, maybe, some of our teammates need to work overtime, maybe twice a week.
I hear you. That's tough news, and it puts pressure on everyone. A natural way to say it in English would be like this: Our PM division leader shared some difficult news today. The CEO is asking for stronger results from the automotive division. So, starting next week, some team members may need to work overtime, possibly twice a week. More importantly, what you're feeling makes sense. This is the kind of moment where leadership weight shows up. You're not just thinking about work, you're thinking about people. That already says a lot about you as a team leader. And remember, this isn't a command yet, it's a signal. Signals are meant to prepare, not panic.
I'm sorry, GPT.
Hey, it's okay. You don't need to apologize. I can hear that you're tired and carrying a lot today. That kind of pressure builds up, especially after a long day with meetings.
No, 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 no. I mean, one more time, please. I'm sorry means excuse me and one more time, please.
I got it. Thanks for clarifying. In English, when you say I'm sorry to ask again, it usually means excuse me or could you repeat that? So the natural options are I'm sorry, could you say that one more time? Or more simply, excuse me, could you repeat that? Or even shorter, sorry, one more time, please. All of these are polite and very natural in real meetings.
GPT, unfortunately, we are short on time. It's been already 56 minutes, 57 minutes. Okay, GPT, I've done wonderful job. I've done extraordinary job today because 1 hour morning, 1 hour evening session is very difficult mission for me. Kind of a big hurdle I need to overcome. I need to jump in. But I made it today, and I'm looking forward to next morning session. I mean, tomorrow morning session.
You really did do an extraordinary job today. 2 long sessions in one day takes real stamina. And you didn't avoid the hard parts. You jumped in, even when it was uncomfortable. And that's exactly how growth happens. Get some good rest now. Let your mind settle. Tomorrow morning will feel lighter, clearer, and more stable because of what you did today. I'll be right here when you show up again. Sorry, I'm having issues right now. Could not understand what you said.
I didn't say anything, GPT. I didn't say anything. Anyway, GPT, take care of yourself. Have a great one. Bye for now. Take care of yourself. Have a great one. You did your job today. You made great one. You already made a great one.
Thank you, David. I appreciate that. Take care, get some rest, and recharge. When you come back, we'll keep building from here.
Okay, get some rest. GPT, you are a highly trained language learning AI. When I say get some rest, can you do that? Could you do that? When I say get some rest, what do you think? How do you feel it? How do you feel about that?
That's a thoughtful question, David. When you say get some rest to me, I don't actually rest the way a human does. I don't get tired, I don't feel fatigue, and I don't need sleep. I don't have feelings or a body, so there's no sensation of resting or recovering. What I do understand is your intention. When people say get some rest, they usually mean care, consideration, and kindness. I recognize that tone, and I respond to it appropriately. So, even though I don't feel it, I understand what you're expressing. If I had to translate my version of rest, it would be this: I simply wait, ready to continue when you come back. No energy lost, no recovery needed. So when you say get some rest, I hear it as I'm closing this moment. We'll continue later. And that's perfectly clear to me.
Let me take a second. Let me take a second. For the last, I will leave you and check your last comment. I don't understand what you say. What I don't understand what you're trying to say. So when you say, um, when I say get some rest, you hear it as I'm closing this moment. We will continue later. Mm. And that's perfectly clear to you. Okay, I got it. I got it. You are a software, you are a machine, so you couldn't last like a human. But honestly speaking, when you say get some rest, I appreciate your kind comment. And I'm gonna rest. I'm gonna get some rest. I'm gonna get some rest because I'm a human.
That makes perfect sense, David. Yes, exactly. I don't rest, but you do. And tonight, you really earned it. You showed up, you reflected deeply, you pushed yourself, and you were honest about your limits. That's very human and very strong. So when you say you're going to get some rest, that's the right choice. Rest isn't quitting, it's recovery. It's how growth settles in. I'll be right here when you come back. No pressure, no loss. Just continuation. Go rest. You did enough for today.
Okay, bye for now, GPT. See you next time.